Happy Mother's Day, my darling. Happy Mother's Day, all inclusive. Happy Sunday. And I say all inclusive because I've seen all the steeple people, like 18-year-olds that already have 8 kids, going, if you ever had a woman's medical procedure by choice, then you don't get to celebrate Mother's Day, because they think that them dropping out of high school to have a bunch of kids with a man who's never around because he's out in the woods playing iron sharpens iron with his very straight friends is some sort of talent or skill that no one else has. Basic biology, existing for them. They always want a gold star for existing. That's why they're wiping out the competition, because they can't compete with anyone else. So they're just wiping everything out so they can go, see, we're the best. Just don't let anyone else try. As long as no one else is competing, we're the best. I'm the only one running on the field, so I win. That's them. Okay? That's them. You saw them on Cinco de Mayo wearing rainbows, eating hot dog tacos, talking about, if you voted for Kamala, you don't get Independence Day. Like, what is that? Why? What? In what? They have no logic. They have nothing left to even pull for insults. So have you seen them? Has your brain been hurting watching them dig for insults when they have nothing right now? It's mentally painful. I shared some of them on my other socials. If you are begging for help with your college loans, you can't tell us about tariffs. Like, what is... Okay, look, Mr. PP loan denier. All right, you got out of that shit. And what is having issues with repaying the loans have to do with what you learned in the school? Never mind. Nope, that takes too much critical thinking skills, and we already know you don't have it. You just proudly admitted you did not go to college. Or the one I shared. I can't believe these Dems are so mad that a non-doctor is going to be Surgeon General when Dr. Jill Biden was running our country for 4 years. I'm like, what? Jill Biden was not running the country. Also, she is an educational doctorate doctor, not a PhD, or not a physical doctor. Okay, not a surgeon, health medicine doctor, nor did she pretend to be. And yes, we have a problem with a influencer, wellness influencer who's never actually practiced medicine now being in charge of all the surgeons. Yeah, that's kind of a thing. Yeah, they have nothing left. And even their insults are stupid. Their logic is, they've got nothing. I mean, they never had logic. But the same people that are now telling you that America first, they love the immigration, they love the deportations, this is what they wanted, are now in the same breath, the same people who are sitting in pews right now calling Pope Leo the 14th a satanic attack on their Christianity, because they're idolaters and they're blasphemous and they worship men and money and companies and pews and everything except being Christ-like and living by example. So they're calling someone who's pro helping the needy and all of that, like I said, problems aside, not saying, we're not going too deep into it. That's an attack on the church because he's open to immigrants and we don't like that. But also, let's start this taxpayer-funded whites-only town in Texas, full of whites-only immigrants, because it's not really immigrants they have a problem with. We knew what they meant when they said immigrants this whole time. We told you. They don't mean immigrants, they mean brown. They mean black. They mean not white. Immigrant just means not white, okay? Musk, immigrant. Stenchy, anchor baby. Half of his kids are anchor babies, half of his wives are immigrants, all white, and no one cares about all the money that they are siphoning from us because it's white theft, so it's fine. We are now paying not only for a private jet, and they're flying into Dulles, by the way, in Texas, Dulles Airport, or Dulles, however you say it, that's where they're flying in. Most likely they're going to go to the patch of land that Muscatina bought, or one of the other, billionaires bought. So yes, we are now taxpayer funding a whites-only settlement of Ray-Rays, okay? They are coming here fleeing the persecution of no longer being in charge. That's it. There's no war. Their lives aren't in danger. And the ones saying so are full of shit and cosplaying and just showing how weak they are. You don't know what's going on over here. Okay, shut up. You're coming over here on our money to use our money. We're paying for their groceries, their clothes, their diapers, their formula, their cell phones, their living expenses so they can come here and be white welfare ashtray. Okay? That's it. On our dime. We're going to pay for that. So you know what kind of welcome we're going to give them, right? They're using black tax dollars to fund white supremacy. They're using black tax dollars to bring in white Ray-Rays and start a settlement for them in Texas. Using our money. Okay? So like I said, Dulles Airport or Dulles, however you say it, that's where they're showing up tomorrow. If you want to remind them that they need to thank us for our money, it would be so rude for them to show up here and not say thank you when they're sponging off of us taxpayers. Rude.